I'm going to Bolingbrook, Illinois. I've never been to the club. I don't know any of the people I'm working with, and I've never been to the hotel. I have a new desk, and I was just trying to show it off. Look at my dinosaur. Oh, wait. I have been here before. I can't figure out how to turn off the welcoming robot lady. Siri, off. Alexa, shut up. Ugh. Oh my... Seriously? Okay, I guess this is just my life now. So this is a comedy club owned by a guy who I met like 10 years ago. He was emceeing at a comedy club that I was doing in the outer suburbs of Chicago, and now he owns his own club, which is pretty awesome, and it's really nice.
She definitely killed somebody. You know that shit? I needed a change. That's murder. That's what she did.
So, I met Glenn probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You were a comic back then, and now you're the comedy club owner of CG's Comedy Club.
In Bolingbrook.
In Bolingbrook. And how long did it take you to make this become a reality?
4 years. The last 2 was getting everything lined up, looking for the right place, getting the licenses, thinking in my head a list of comedians that I wanted to book, people that I've worked with already that I knew could bring funny every single weekend.
Right.
Because being a new club, I can't put subpar comics up, because then I will never get repeat customers.
Right.
I had to make sure I get heavy hitters every single weekend. And running a comedy club isn't a Friday, Saturday gig. It's a Sunday through Saturday gig. You got to get up at 8 o'clock. You got to market. You got to get the name out there. You got to make sure that you're doing everything you got to do to get the people in.
What do you guys think of the show tonight?
Had a lot of fun.
That is a safe political answer.
Like, this is directly on me. I had a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, man, this is like
Abby's in this bitch too.
No, I enjoyed it. I love the setup of the room.
It's a nice room.
It's a nice little crowd. Hopefully they can establish something out here. It's hard to do stuff in the suburbs.
Do we have anybody for the second show?
So far, 0. So it might.
But we get paid the same.
Exactly.
All right, St. James, what exactly is going on here?
I thought I told you to choke that last
Whiskey, Coke.
That was a creepy chuckle.
one. Yeah, you lied.
All right. Our MC has lost his mind. Wow. First show was really fun. Second show, 2 people, and we're having the show. So that's my smile.
I would get more hood, but it's hard, man, because I have seasonal allergies.
So we're doing a show for two people.
And they're not even a couple. They're just brother and sister.
Brother and sister.
Yeah, they're not even dating.
And how much time do you gotta do?
I'm supposed to be doing 20.
I did a show for 1 to 0.
1 to 0.
It was a show, and it was
started at 1 and they just walked out.
yeah. Here's the thing. So it was a blizzard in Illinois, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, and the lady was like, "It's 8 o'clock and nobody's here," and I'm like, "Yep." Thinking, we get a paycheck. And she's like, "Well, you better get up there." It was the manager, and I go, "What?" She goes, "I'll watch." And I'm like, ah. She sits in the
Oh, it wasn't even a customer?
No, it was the manager.
So you were talking to literally nobody?
Literally nobody. Well, here's the thing. She sat in the 4th row. She started watching, and then at maybe 5 minutes later, her phone rang in the office in the back, and she went and answered it and never came back. How did it feel for 2 people?
Awkward but fun, if that's possible.
I did a show for 2 people. There was nobody there. They were going to cancel the show. 2 people came in. They were like, "Let's just do it anyway." So I did 40 minutes in front of 2 people, and they were really nice, but it was so awkward. And at one point, she goes, "Yeah, something really tragic happened in our family." And then I was like, "Oh, do you want a hug?" And I went up to hug her, and she goes, "No." It was the most awkward moment of my comedic life. I can do anything. After you do that, I can do anything. $9 croissant and orange juice at A Loft breakfast. Yay. When I first started comedy, I would spend my off time on the road partying, and now I go to 12-step program meetings because I'm an alcoholic and I don't want to wake up in a ditch in Bolingbrook, Illinois. So I found the meeting. It was a great meeting. It really helps me stay aligned here out on the road, but also somebody spoiled the ending to A Star Is Born there, so not cool, not cool. This entire town has a speaker on every single corner, but every speaker plays a different song, so it's just this weird mashup of Christmas songs and Kesha. Friday early show, 25 people. Friday late show, 2 people. Saturday early show, sold out. Saturday late show, who knows? Maybe a pot of dolphins. All right, so you actually, last night, you're one of those people that, man, you're hard to follow.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bring it, man. You crush, and you make me have to bring my A game, and I actually appreciate that. You see people that bring weak people to try to.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand wanting to make sure you crush, but I also like the aspect of like put together the best show you can. And
yeah. Well, I think that as a headliner, if you get to bring people, you should bring people that are going to make you sweat because it makes you a better headliner. Yeah. So. You've been doing it for 10 years.
Yes.
You've been doing it for
About 5.
Before you decided to do comedy, what was your goal in life?
I didn't have a goal. This came at the right time.
I think that's kind of all of our stories.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I was doing IT and I was like, I don't like this. I listened to one of those infomercials on TV. Like, hey, are you sitting on the couch not doing anything?
Yeah.
Go to Westwood College. Like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go to Westwood.
Well, it's always kind of like a romantic, like, you know, oh, I don't have a plan B, I don't have a backup plan because we threw ourselves into this. But really, it's like we can't do anything else.
Right. Like my gap on my resume, I'd rather tell them I went to prison for 10 years than why I don't have this amount of time. It'd be easier to explain.
Dude, I started comedy last semester of college. I've had jobs, you know, like Jimmy John's and stuff like that, stuff that you don't put on a resume in that sense.
Right.
And like, you know, I'm 41, if I decided to get a job right now, I don't even know how to make a resume.
CG's, we're in for a great time tonight. We're going to bring your host MC right up on the stage. He's a very funny young man who does clubs and colleges all over the Midwest. Please put your hands together for St. James Jackson.
Bobby is absolutely crushing right now. He's a super strong feature, and I'm gonna have to bring my game. I'm getting actually a little nervous.
I'm like, how do you complain about every Monday? How is every Monday bad for this person? Like, I treat Mondays like a woman's period.
You ever to follow somebody who just absolutely crushed, and you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do?
Oh yeah.
How do you handle it?
I remember that I'm just as good. I go probably take a nervous shit, and then I go just open up as high as possible, and then whatever happens. I mean, what you gonna do? You gotta go up.
You know, when you go up there, do you feel like they're gonna laugh, or do you wait for that first laugh before you're like?
It's the first laugh. I wait for the first laugh.
He's like, oh, okay.
Once the first laugh come, I go, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
That's it. But to the first laugh, I'm like,
Hey guys, I'm Mike Brody. You were fantastic. Thank you so much. Drive home safe.
I honestly can't tell if I killed or bombed.
This dude is fucking hilarious.
Oh, thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. People wonder why comics are so messed up. We rely on the validation of total strangers night in and night out, and that's why we're all just fruitcakes. I'm back at the hotel after the shows. 4 shows. It's a great club. I had a great time. I don't think people realize how tiring comedy can be. They think, oh, you just lay around all day, and then you just tell some jokes and ha ha ha. But first show I did 50. Second show I did 40 for 2 people, which was the most tiring out of the whole thing, actually. Third show I did 50 in front of a sold out room. And then the last show I did in front of 30 people, I did an hour 9 because the wait staff needed more time with their checks, so they had me stretch. And so I am just spent. I'm gonna go to bed and get up at 7 or 8 in the morning, drive 6.5 hours home. I have to start being nicer to people. I wonder if I can make this one my friend. No, they're wearing rubber gloves. Rubber glove tolled with people are never friendly. I wonder how many tolls I've actually paid over all the years. Illinois, Ohio has crazy ones. Indiana, Kansas charges you $12 to go through Kansas. It's crazy. I feel like they should pay you. Last toll person asked me if I wanted quarters and I panicked. So this one's gonna go better. Hello. Thank you. No, I panicked again. Hey everybody, I'm back in Minneapolis. It wouldn't be a true road trip back home without the last hour being in complete whiteout condition. My 6.5 hour drive turned into 8+, but saw about 8 accidents, but I'm home. The shows were a success this weekend. Every single show was different. One was sold out, one had 2 people. Every single show, something different was thrown at me, but it was fun. I loved it, and I can't wait to go back. If you guys want to see my dry bar comedy special for free, check out the link below. Check me out at MikeBrody.com as well. Thanks. See you later.